You don't struggle with receiving love, my love. You struggle with allowing it because receiving requires you to stop controlling. For years, I tried to feel loved by doing more until I realized doing more was the very thing blocking me. In this episode, I'm going to show you exactly what needs to shift so you can stop overgiving and finally start receiving love, support, and care without needing to chase it, without chasing it. And it isn't about doing less randomly, it's about becoming someone who is available to receive. If you're always the one initiating, the one checking in, the one holding everything together, then you're not in a receiving dynamic. You're in a giving loop. The problem isn't that you give, the problem is you don't leave the space to receive. And I'm going to say something that might be uncomfortable. If you are always the one doing everything, you are also controlling the dynamic. Controlling the dynamic blocks intimacy. That very control. And that very control masculine energy hates because there are three C's that will scare away every guy. Even when you're super hot, amazing woman, 10 out of 10 for him. The three C's are criticizing, controlling, and closed off. And all those three C's make real man, open emotionally man, take his stuff somewhere else. Because if you're closed, he cannot give to you. If you're closed, he cannot show up for you. There's no space for him. Even if he wanted to provide for you, he cannot. There's no space. Because you're being controlling. Then on top of that. And we think that men are hairy women. We as a women, we love coaching one another, like me. And I'm so lucky to have wonderful women around me who are coaches, spiritual ones, like working with different kind of modalities. You name it. You name it. I can just pick a phone call and in 5 seconds I can have a top quality, best executive level coaching session on demand. But the thing is that the men don't like to be coached. No, no. When you're trying to, you know, help him be better, like we do it to one another, to as women, all he hears is that you're criticizing him. All he hears that you want to control him. Um, that also has another layer because when you're being controlling, there's a lot of masculine energy. So also you're being closed off. There's no polarity. There's no space for him to provide. There's no polarity because he has another dude. He's not interested. At best case scenario, he's gonna take his, stuff and leave. We were also in the last episode we were talking about how it is that we're attracting those avoidants, those F boys, those, but I've explained that dynamic in that video, so I will link it below so you can get access to it, or just simply go to the page with a podcast and you can access all of the episodes. Okay, let's talk about what receiving actually is, because receiving is not passive. It's, I said, like, yeah, do less and be more. Yeah, but receiving is openness. It's the ability to let someone show up for you without rushing to take over. So, whenever you're giving him directions, how and when and what you want from him now, it's not being open. You don't leave him space to show up for you. So, I'm going to give you three clear shifts, not to overwhelm you. This is one of the things that we go through in the container Awaken Empress Within, Chosen and Secure. Um, so follow me on this one. Number one, you stop in over initiating. If you always reach out first, pause. If you feel like you're the one, and maybe there is an anxiety behind it. Oh, if I'm not gonna reach out to him, he's gonna forget about me. Obviously, it's not like being totally like, oh, I just like want him to chase me, and it's not that dynamic. You need to kind of match his efforts, but also allow him to show up for you. So don't reach out first. Create a space for someone to come towards you. If he won't, great. The trash took itself out. You just save your time with somebody who's indecisive, flaky, and not interested. Okay? And we don't take it personally just because he's not texting you, he went quiet. Okay, let him. Other thing is that the men do fall in love with us in silence. When we're not there, we connect with them by their presence, but they fall in love with us when we are silent. So we need that. He needs that space. He needs that space to figure out how much he misses you, how much he wants to tell you about when something showing up in his life. Because he was just watching that show and the last time you've been talking about it, right? So allow him. Number two, let him give, even if it's imperfect. He won't do it exactly how you would, but let him anyway. Like he's going to buy you flowers, but they're not going to be your favorite ones. Or I don't know, he's going to invite you to the restaurant, but it's not going to be the kind of food you like the most. Okay? You appreciate it. He's going to do something else that's going to be highly imperfect, but just appreciate the effort. Okay? And don't say, well, next time, da da da. You have time to kind of show him what you really like, what you don't like. But at first, with the man, we never punish men. If you want a punishment, reward him, even for nothing. Because if he's going to get punishments from you, he's not going to want to give you more. Or he's not going to want to give you anything. He's just going to run away. But that's like another topic. It kind of it's kind of difficult to talk about the generalities because every situation is different, every man is different, you are different collective. So it's better if you're interested in working on it more and you would like to have more personalized advice, please go to the link in the bio or in the description below. There's the link to Awaken Empress Within, Chosen and Secure. This is like ongoing support container with coaching calls, with community. There's a lot of resources there, but what is most valuable, that we support one another on this journey. And during the calls, we go into the details of your situation. So we have a hot seat and whatever. Check it out. Okay. Number 3, notice your discomfort. Receiving at first will feel uncomfortable because you are not used to it. So also opening yourself up to receive is sometimes comes with asking for what you need, what you truly need. And I've done it myself when I needed to fully open up, show my vulnerable self, and ask a man to provide for me a certain thing that I needed at that time. And it was difficult. I almost cried during. It wasn't very, to be honest, it wasn't a very big thing. It was just like, when I think about it now, I'm almost like, but at first, it made me feel very uncomfortable that I actually needed something. Also, there's a way, because it doesn't mean that you don't. Um, there's a fine line before being like a demanding little girl who, I want this and I want that and I want my man, da 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 da. That's one thing, to the other extreme where I don't need a man. I don't need him at all. I'm self sufficient. I don't care. to when you're in a situation when you actually need something to ask for it, or you're in a relationship and there's a certain needs that you would like to express. There's a certain way how you approach a topic with a man. We'll talk about it a bit more in the container. Um, or let me drop me the comment below and we'll talk about it. I think I have it planned for some of the episodes too, to give you the secret formula how to ask a man for what you need. And you will know that you're expanding when you're going to feel uncomfortable, because whenever we grow, whenever we expand, it comes with a certain level of uncomfortability. But once it's done, it's done, and every next time is just going to be easier. So, hands up if you feel uncomfortable. Yay! You can share a win in the community part. In the wins, I said I felt so uncomfortable because I managed to ask a man for what I truly needed. I opened myself up. I needed to show my vulnerable self, and I did it. So high five to all of the girls. Okay. And let's remember that it's not about the tactics. It is about identity. You are no longer the woman who earns love. You are the woman who allows it. You allow yourself to open up for love, and you allow and invite, you make a space for a love to come towards you, for men to show up, for whichever. Create the beautiful space without attaching to a result. And this is the work we're doing here, not just understanding the patterns, but actually shifting them. And if you're ready to go deeper, I've created something to support you. You'll find it in the descriptions below. Because remember, my love, you don't have to do more to be loved. You have to allow yourself to be met. Okay? If you like this episode, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, write me in the comments below what you liked, what you didn't like. How can I serve you better? And in the description below and also in bio, you'll find a lot of resources. There are free resources, there are paid resources. Choose whatever works for you. Stay connected. I would love to hear more about your love story, because I am Magda Sunflower Guidance and I love